everyone. I'm Courtney Cox, and this is Sam Dravas, and welcome to the 4th episode of Eagle Eye View. Tonight we're reporting from McElroy Dining Hall.
That's right, Courtney. And we're happy to say we have two players from the women's field hockey team, Kara Tamer and Nicole Schuster.
In the 2011 season, the Eagles have a record of 10-9. Their season came to an end November 3rd in a tough 4-3 loss versus Wake Forest. A last-minute goal gave the Demon Deacons the victory. Overall, they had a great season and are looking forward to some downtime before they start up in their off-season workouts.
Let's hear more about our two players, Carla and Nicole. So Nicole Schuster is a sophomore in the position of midfielder. She played in all 19 games, recording 1 goal and 3 assists. Primarily in the midfield spot, she plays a vital role in transition from defense to moving the ball up the field to scoring position. She was recently named part of the ACC All-Tournament team. Prior to becoming an Eagle, she was a member of the USA Women's National Team, honored as an All-American. She's originally from Doylestown, Pennsylvania, and is a double major in English and Human Development.
And for Carla Tamer, as a senior from Frankfurt, Germany, number 21 is a captain of this year's field hockey team. Playing as a back, she's a vital role in this year's season, and as a junior, she started in all 19 games. Although she is a back, on October 13th, she was listed as having the most goals scored, with 8 on the team. Before attending BC, Carla helped lead her team at the Hotchkiss School 3 times to the New England Championship, and she is enrolled in the School of Arts and Sciences. Now that we know a little bit about our players, I think we have some questions.
So girls, looking back in your season, what do you think your team did well, and what are you looking to improve upon next year?
I think overall, after we lost a lot of seniors last year, our team really stepped up and matured. And I think we built a lot of team chemistry this year, which allowed us to have great success in the beginning.
Yeah, I completely agree with Nicole. We have had issues with team chemistry before, and this year it really came together for us, and especially the sophomores and freshmen this year really stepped up and took on some leadership roles, because there were only a couple of us seniors playing. And I think we worked on some really key things like tactics over the past year and really knew how to apply them this year.
And Nicole, being a sophomore, do you feel more comfortable on the field this year than you did coming on as a freshman?
Yeah, I definitely feel a lot more comfortable, and I think having the seniors, especially Carla as a captain, be a voice in the backfield made me more confident to speak up and help out the underclassmen and other people with tactics and stuff on the field. But I definitely felt more comfortable this year.
Definitely. And Carla, in high school, you also played both lacrosse and track and field. Why did you decide to stick with field hockey? And Nicole, what other sports did you play in high school?
I actually started playing field hockey when I was 5. So field hockey's been always the sport I played, and I dabbled around in tennis and stuff like that. So when I came over to the United States, I had the opportunity to play lacrosse and do track and field. So that was kind of more of me trying to find something else to maybe look into, but it was always kind of set up for me that I was going to play field hockey for the majority of my time.
Growing up with 4 older brothers and sisters, I've played so many sports, but in high school I narrowed it down to lacrosse and field hockey and was being recruited for both, but I decided my sophomore year to pursue field hockey.
And for both of you, what is your least and favorite part of the game?
My least favorite part is definitely losing. I hate to lose. And I think my favorite part is just when we all work well together, and it's just an easy game, and there's not a lot talking. The ball just does the movement for ourselves.
I think my least favorite part is when you can't connect when you usually know you can. And then obviously my favorite part is when we completely connect all over the field and win games.
Sweet feeling of victory. Carla, coming from Germany, how did you find the culture of field hockey different prior to your experiences coming to BC?
I think in the United States, it's all athletes and sports are way more involved in, lifting and off-season workouts, and even in-season workouts are completely different to what I experienced before coming here. So that's kind of something I had never seen before. And I also Just kind of like the team culture. It's way more. It becomes more of a family than I'd ever experienced before. I can say in high school I had a family, and this year I definitely had a BC field hockey family, and I've never experienced that before. And like your teammates kind of become your sisters, so I really like that.
And looking back at your past 4 seasons at BC, what do you think your greatest memory during the game and outside with just regular BC life has been, and what are your goals and dreams for post-grad?
I think some of my greatest memories are just victories that we weren't really supposed to get, but we proved everyone wrong. So like when we beat UConn this year and when we took Maryland into overtime, stuff like that are just things that I remember, because it was just great moments like that I'm going to carry on in my life. And over the past 4 years, I've just learned so many different lessons from my coaches and my teammates, and just working with such many different personalities. And hopefully I can kind of take lessons like that into the future and apply them somewhere in a work job or something like that, hopefully.
Definitely. So on a more personal note, Thanksgiving's next week. What's your favorite food and tradition of Thanksgiving?
I think my favorite food is probably stuffing. And tradition, I think just having dinner with my family and just all being there and enjoying everyone.
Well, I didn't really have Thanksgiving until I came here. So we actually have this tradition of meeting up with a bunch of friends that usually don't celebrate Thanksgiving either, but now that they live in the United States, they all celebrate it. So our Thanksgiving is everyone brings a turkey, and then there's all sorts of other things that have nothing to do with Thanksgiving dinner usually. So that's kind of my favorite part about it, that we have chili at a Thanksgiving dinner, for example. So, but I really do enjoy the turkey. And I just kind of enjoy the whole atmosphere of like coming together and, everybody having a good time and all ages being there.
And in regards to supporting other BC sports, we know Nicole is attending the BC Notre Dame game this weekend. What are you looking forward to most of the game?
I think just bringing that BC tailgate to Notre Dame, and I think having a lot of BC support there, because I know from past my sister went to Notre Dame and they have a lot of school pride and spirit. So just supporting the football team, and also the men's ice hockey team has a game out there too.
Should be a very exciting weekend for BC sports. And like on the last note, on a positive note, what has been your favorite game of the season so far, and describe the atmosphere and feelings that went through your mind during that game?
I think one of my favorite games was when we beat UConn 3-1, and we were actually their only loss this whole season. And after the game, we all had our post-game talk with the team, and everybody was like, I'm not even tired right now. We just played so well. We let the ball do the whole movement, and I feel good. And we all just felt like it was a team win, and we worked as a really, really strong unit.
I agree with Carla about the UConn win, but I also think another big one that sticks out in my mind is against UVA at their home field. And it went into double overtime, and it felt like the longest game of my life. It felt like I ran a marathon. And once we scored, everyone was just so happy, because we knew that in our minds that we deserved to win that night.
Well, thank you so much for your time. You guys have given us and our viewers a great season to watch. And Carla, in the past 4 seasons, you've made BC very proud.
Thank you so much for tuning in to Eagle Eye View. We look forward to seeing you next time. Make sure to check out our Twitter and Facebook page. Show your support by liking the Facebook page and tweeting questions to improve our show. Thank you so much for watching our show. Again, I'm Sam Javas, and this is Courtney Cox reporting for BC Athletics. And go Eagles.
Go Eagles.